Hello everyone, welcome back to Neokills Gaming. Today we will be doing a review on Pokemon Sword and Shield. And just to warn everyone, I will be covering some of the key features of this game, and there will also be some mild spoilers. So if you have not yet played this game, and you want everything to be a surprise, then I recommend on waiting to watch this video. But first, I would like to thank all of you for your support by watching these videos and subscribing. We are still a long way off from our goal of 1,000, but everyone we get goes a long way in helping this channel grow. So if you haven't already and would like to support this channel, then take a second and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Thank you all again. Now, as usual, you start the game by choosing one of 3 starter Pokemon: Grookey, Sobble, or Scorbunny. After that, you make your way down the road and claim your Pokedex. Here you will also get your Dynamax Band. Now, this is a brand new feature that is similar to Pokemon X and Y's Mega Evolution. This allows you to Dynamax your Pokemon in certain battles, making your Pokemon of choice grow to something like 1,000 times its size for 3 turns in battles that allow it. There is also Gigantamax. Now this can only be done with very specific Pokemon. It is essentially the same thing, but your Pokemon will also take on a new form. Now, the beginning of the game can seem like it's actually very long, especially if you like to take your time and explore things and just run around, pick up items, and start to fill your decks out. It can take you a very long time just to make it to that first gym. Another new feature is the wild area. Now, this is what I love about the game. It is a huge, wide, open area with tons to do, tons to explore, lots of items to pick up. But you do have to be very careful in this area because there are Pokemon that are going to be much higher than your level, and they will be able to wipe you out very easily. Another thing I love about this game is how they kept the overworld Pokemon from Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but they also kept the random encounters from all the other previous Pokemon games. And I think it was a great decision in order for them to leave them both in there still. Probably one of the biggest things that most people do not like about this game is the limitations they put on the Pokemon. There are 400 Pokemon in this game's decks, and it will not support any Pokemon that is not in that deck, with the exception of Mew that you get from the Pokeball Plus. If you have an unused Pokeball Plus, you will be able to get Mew, but even then, Mew does not show up in the deck still. So yeah, a lot of people are very unhappy with the fact that they are limited to less than half of the available Pokemon out there now. So chances are one of your favorites probably is not in the game, and there is no way for this game to support that Pokemon. I mean, while that is unfortunate, this game does have a very good variety of Pokemon from across all the generations. Especially, it seems like first generation is heavily favorited, and that's probably due to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee already having sprites and some of the work done for the Switch. So that might be the reason why a lot of the first gen ones made the cut. For me though, this wasn't entirely game breaking. Yeah, I would have liked to be able to catch everything, complete the decks, and actually have everything that Pokemon has to offer. But they still have a good variety, and they kept all the core mechanics of any Pokemon game, and they added a whole bunch of new features. So to me, I mean, that kind of outweighs everything, and I still think it's a very good game overall. I know there's a lot of people out there that are not going to get this game just because of that reason alone. I mean, could they still patch it and allow you to trade Pokemon from Pokemon Home after that's released? Sure, maybe it's a possibility, but I really don't think that's going to happen. Alright, now moving on. There are a bunch of other new features in the wild area, like you can set up Pokemon camps, and you can cook food. There's over 100 different recipes. You can play with your Pokemon, you can play with friends and visit their camps and hang out together. There are also a bunch of dens all throughout the area, and with these you'll be able to collect a new form of currency called Watts. Now, Watts can be used to trade with various NPCs throughout the entire area. Also, if there's a light shooting up out of the den, that is where there will be a max raid battle. With these, you can go fight one of those Dynamax or Gigantamax Pokemon with up to 3 of your friends, or just 3 random people, or even with the 3 NPCs. You can choose to go alone if you want. And if you defeat that Pokemon, you will have the chance to catch it. So this is a great, unique way to like give you a chance to interact with your friends and, you know, get these rare and new Dynamax and Gigantamax Pokemon. Alright, next up, I know I might take some hits on this one, but I really feel like the story was just lacking or, you know, rushed in some way. The new bad guys or villains or whatever you want to call them in this come in the form of Team Yell. And Team Yell, they're just like a bunch of fans from one of your rival trainers, Marnie. They'll follow her around, they get in your way over some really dumb reasons, and that's about it. That's all they do. I mean, you beat them a couple of times, and that's all there is to it. You do get a bit of background with like the Dynamax and the Darkest Day stuff. Like, mostly just a bit of lore built around the new legendaries, but that's about all. There's not really too much there for the story. There's no evil plot. There's nothing extra going on there. You just go around, you collect your badges, and you're pretty much done with it. Alright, well, that about wraps everything up. And overall, I will say that this is a pretty well-rounded game that people of all ages can enjoy. I mean, yeah, it could have been a lot better in many ways. I mean, but I still give it a thumbs up. I say it's definitely worth playing if you're interested in it. So with that, alright, I thank all of you, and, you know, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment below, and if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it, everyone, and until next time, take it easy, guys.